If sleep is a problem for you, you toss and turn and you need a better mattress, you're not alone. So many people today have sleep problems. So I'm Lacey and I'm here to help you compare the best memory foam mattress to help solve those problems. Now I want to start with a quick reality check. I am going to review my top 4 here in terms of ideal memory foam options, but we need to understand what premium memory foam is as opposed to cheap memory foam. Now, cheap memory foams, the kind of mattresses that are an all foam bed instead of a hybrid bed, those use low density polyfoam, usually less than 3 pounds. So under pressure, especially the stronger you are, or the more you weigh, or the more kids who crawl into bed with you, the more pets who lay at your feet, that will start to degrade really rapidly under that pressure. And it's going to leave those dips so that when you get into bed, you don't have the support you need. And that's really critical if you are someone who sleeps on their side or on their stomach, because those dips start to degrade the pressure and support you get in critical areas like your shoulders and your lower back. So good memory foam uses a high density foam. That high density foam doesn't compress as much and it bounces back more. So it's going to last for years to come. And you might be paying a little bit more for that high density foam, but your investment pays off so much longer. Now, I think that's a very important component, not just for your wallet, but for the quality of sleep you get. As you can see here, you have a lot of options when it comes to different mattresses and a lot of material. And you want things that are award-winning because they are things that don't trap heat. Now, if you're like me, you sleep hot and you need something that has more airflow, more support in its natural setup and its natural phase change materials, without that full cheap memory foam that just sort of keeps all that heat right around you in a tight little bubble. Now, sure, I want that in the dead of winter, but I still want airflow to help move that heat away so that it doesn't sort of build up in that humid factor. So premium beds actually solve that problem with open cell designs, things that you get inside the mattress. You'll see here that when you look at different mattresses, you want things that infuse copper or graphite to help pull that heat away. So with that in mind, I'm now going to look at my top 4 selections for the best memory foam mattress and which one is best given your circumstances. I am going to start back over here with the Nectar Classic. Now, this has so many benefits listed here, but I think that this is better for that deep contouring feel. If you're the type of person who wants your mattress to feel like it's giving you a big hug and cradling you while you sleep, this is a classic for a reason. It's also affordable. When you look down here, you can get the regular one or you can get the premium one. Premium is going to have double the pressure relief and 60% more cooling. And you can choose memory foam or a hybrid model. But with this option, you can also add things like bedding, cooling pillows, for example, and cool technology to keep your temperature down while you sleep. Now, when you look at this, you'll see that it has chiropractic-approved back support. As someone with back issues, most of us have some back issues, that's very important. So it scores really high when it comes to motion isolation and that back support. If you toss and turn and you don't want to wake up your partner or your spouse, this is going to be a good option for you because it will keep your friction on your side of the bed. It won't spread it across the whole mattress. You're going to see pretty cheap price here, even with all of this bedding, around $1,000 if you're adding everything extra, around $700 for a queen if you're not. And that's pretty affordable. Now, if you want a responsive foam feel, then we move over here to the Leesa. The Leesa Original, we are looking at this original here, high airflow foam core. Now that, as it says here, kind of feels like floating on a cloud. You can choose to upgrade with the cooling top if that's a problem for you, that extra heat buildup. But you'll see There's a lot of material built into this design. And those materials are designed to make it feel like you're sleeping on a cloud. That's why they got those reviews. You don't have that quicksand feel that memory foam often has, where you kind of sink into your bed. You feel like you're just bouncing on air, perfectly well hugged, a lot of good airflow given those materials. As you move through this, you can also choose between the covers. You can choose the firmness, which I love. And that breathable cover goes a long way toward helping move that heat that I talked about. Now it uses that 3-layer approach that you saw. Let's see if we can get back to it. That comfort layer, that memory foam recovery layer, and that stability layer. Now those layers work in tandem. That topmost layer has a perforated polyfoam. It's what bounces back. It stays cool, it bounces when you move without transferring that movement across the bed to your partner. Underneath that, you have that contouring layer. That memory foam right here for the perfect hug, that wonderful core support so that you get support whether you are a back sleeper, side sleeper, or stomach sleeper. Then you also have that bottom layer that gives you the support around your hips and other critical areas to support your contouring of the spine so that your night of sleep is relaxing, not fitful. This is gonna up its price a little bit as compared to our previous option for the Nectar Classic, but not by much, especially with different sales. Now, if you want deep contouring, we're gonna pop over here to a name that most people already know, Tempur-Pedic. So this Tempur-Pedic Classic is one of my top picks because it does have these adjustments, right? So this goes above and beyond good cradling foam with the right type of support, and it gives you that option of adjusting your bed and increasing your pressure relief. The zero motion transfer pressure relief is really where this stands out. You get so many benefits. As you can see here, originally created by NASA to cushion pilots during their test flights. Well, there's kind of a reason it was created for them and a reason it's on my list, and that is the cushioning. If you're investing in this type of memory foam mattress, you want that cushion without compromising support, and that's exactly what you get here. When you look, you'll see that it's designed to flex with you and absorb your motion while responding to your movements. That means you have the support around here, right? Well, you can't really see, but around the midsection, around the hips, around the lower spine. It will mold to your skeleton and it will eliminate pressure points that you tend to have when you're tossing and turning at night. Now, this is best, in my opinion, for people who deal with chronic back pain or people who have joint stiffness, especially in the morning. You'll find that this setup can provide much better absorption when it comes to your motion, adaptive support to your shape and your weight, especially while you move, and of course that unparalleled pressure relief for main pressure points if you toss and turn. Now, if you want flippable versatility, then we come over here to the Leesa memory foam with that copper here. As I mentioned, high quality memory foam will infuse itself with things like graphite or copper to expedite heat transfer, pulling it away from you while you sleep. You'll see these features here really win when it comes to a flippable design. You can choose the soft and cushioned side, or you can choose the deeper side that gives you more support. You can see these actually indicate, if you zoom in on the picture, we'll see if we can find them. They say soft and firm. So you have this flippable side, right? This soft or this firm side, cooling layer here, copper gel foam, high density foam. So you get that flexibility. Maybe you're gonna start training and you need extra support. Well, during your training months, you can flip that mattress over. And then when you don't need as much support, you can turn it back. So there's a lot of options here, and it's good if you maybe change how you sleep. You're someone who sleeps on your stomach when it's, I don't know, really hot out, and then you sleep on your side when it's not. Well, you can flip that bad boy over however you need that support structure most. Both sides do have that copper infusion. Both sides have the memory foam, so that's going to pull the heat away from you as you sleep with a lot of good support. So a few different options from which to choose here. Oh, there it is, soft firm. And the price is going to be about $1,000. So I hope that this helped you. If you want that flippability, that versatility, Layla's a good middle line. Tempur-Pedic is going to be that top tier line for memory foam and deep contouring. And then as we move down here to the Leesa Original or the Nectar Classic, you're going to have those classic forms of overall value and support.